The Youth Food Awareness Camp is a unique Sandhills agriculture experience for students grades 7 to 9. There will be 7 summer camps of 15 students apiece beginning in 2018. These youth will have the opportunity to understand agriculture up close and hands-on in small groups. My vision is to be a unique agricultural experience in the Midwest. My mission is to showcase Sandhills agriculture to students grades 7 to 9. I have 3 goals. Have enough applicants in the first year for 7 groups of 15 students. Develop a marketing strategy focused on increasing my applicant base by a radius of 150 miles in year 1. And receive a minimum of $60,000 in funding to provide a cost of $220 per youth. I grew up on and currently help run my family farm and ranch in the heart of the Sandhills. I am passionate about ag literacy, received a bachelor's degree in agriculture, and have a young family of my own. I have taught all grades pre-K to high school as a substitute teacher and have experience working with youth. These camps offer hands-on experience in production agriculture over an extended time frame. At the end, youth will know where their food comes from and how it was raised. Camps involve farming and ranching, the Sandhills, impressionable youth, and family-owned operation. I'm starting this business because I believe this service needs to be provided to agricultural consumers. This business focuses on youth, not families or adults, hands-on activities in agriculture, not in the classroom or on TV, and connects consumers with producers to understand the ins and outs of how food is raised. There are individuals in our communities and worldwide that don't know what I would consider the basics. In the past, it has been difficult for producers to educate consumers because of location and desire. This is the perfect advocating opportunity. Benefits include a more informed consumers at an impressionable age, memorable experience interacting with peers and producers, opportunity to advocate for agricultural practices, keep or bring young people into agriculture, positive environment for agriculture and youth, more awareness and tourism in the Sandhills area, experience nature and landscape on another level, professional and fun atmosphere, and decrease stress of busy city life. Funding in the early years will come predominantly from partners and some from service sales, the goal to be flip-flopping in later years. This business is in the beginning stages of planning and research and will be structured as a nonprofit, a 501c3. The agriculture industry is becoming more complex, and it will be difficult to produce enough food for a growing world. So, the more knowledge we can provide to our consumers about agriculture, the more likely we can reach our goal. The target market is predominantly non-rural Nebraska families with a median average income of $48,000, accounting for 77,690 youth. There is also the opportunity to reach youth outside Nebraska. My main competitors fall short of the service I provide due to the lack of incorporation of the beef industry and farming in general. They also aren't geared for youth only. I will include animals and big equipment. Other summer camps can't compete as some are solely sports-based and day camps, not 4 days, 3 nights. My management team will consist of 1 owner-manager full-time position filled by me, and 4 external position professional employees. The management goal is to provide the best quality experience for each individual youth while limiting any extra expenses. Personnel are seasonal, part-time, including 2 adult positions and 2 youth positions. The part-time positions will cost the business $12,000 and the full-time position $38,000 for a total salary expense of $50,000. No intentional staff growth is desired. No product will be ordered for resale, and no office building or business hours are required. The manager will be in charge of all operations as I molded the business to fit my skills and strengths. Camps will run from Tuesday morning to Friday afternoon, 7 times during June through August. Pricing is derived from a per-camp basis of $22.50. Total expenses will be $73,050 for all 7 camps. Expenses are not expected to change significantly from year 1 to 5. After receiving $50,000 in funding, 105 total campers will pay $220 per youth in the first year. My business's financial statements show no negative numbers even in the first 2 years. Expenses stay consistent at $73,050 per year. My cash balance increases by $35,000, as do retained earnings. Required funding decreases $20,000, and net income increases by $14,000 over 5 years. Internal risks that could threaten my business would be not finding good, available, local, seasonal help familiar with agriculture, and not enough campers to sustain a business. Cody's a small town, and local help is far and few between. Consequently, if I have issues finding employees I desire, I can adjust my advertising. On the other hand, if I don't have enough campers to sustain a business, I could market more or at a different time. External risks that could threaten my business would be it's too hot outside, causing the possibility of heat exhaustion, occurrence of a tornado, or changes in legislation. Summer in the Sandhills can be hot. Thus, campers will have lots of access to water and air conditioning, plus an emergency health plan. Tornadoes have occurred in the past, and there's always a possibility of bad weather, including thunderstorms or hail. The camp would have an evacuation plan at all times. Laws are ever changing, so my main solution would be just to work around it. If for some reason my business closes, all unused funding before summertime will be returned to donors, and after summer, any incurred expenses will be paid and any leftover funds returned. The business requires $60,000 in funding for the first year to reduce camper costs. This money will come from agricultural organizations with an interest in promoting where food comes from, youth activities, and or the Sandhills region, and be granted or received by January 31st in 2018. $10,000 is the cushion startup cost, and $50,000 will be used to cover the cost of wage expense. All other costs the business incurs will be paid through the revenue of camp operations, with the overall goal to provide campers with low camp fees. If there are donations or profit above anticipated, it'll be placed in CDs or a savings account to accrue interest before expected use in 2018. Any interest accrued will be used to offer travel scholarships to students demonstrating low family income or hardship. As the business owner, I will invest $5,000 seed money, or half of the cushion. Donors will receive the annual financial report, a short video depicting campers' experience, and the chance to promote themselves through tour curriculum and paraphernalia. There's no equity given up in return for investment capital or a minimum return on investment potential, as the business is trying to create awareness of agriculture and youth, not at a profit. I have more than one exit scenario, but ideally the goal would be to train a successor for a minimum of a year. The Youth Food Awareness Camp will be showcasing real practices in a real setting. It'll be pro-agriculture, not against other groups, for instance, PETA or HSUS. My business will also be accepted by families, churches, and schools because I plan to provide a means to gather youth of similar ages, develop leadership skills, share unfamiliar lifestyle and memorable experience, and instill an appreciation for agriculture. Parents will appreciate the camp because it will be a learning experience for their children, and youth will enjoy it because of the fun atmosphere with friends and a chance to handle animals and machinery. So for more information, or if you'd like to donate, please email me at chelsea.k@huskers.unl.edu. Chelsea K, spelled Chelseakay. Thank you.